Dr. Bowden, today I want to talk to you about roasted vegetables.
Awesome.
So roasted vegetables, they're a carb?
Yes, they are. And they're a really great source of carbohydrates. You've got some of the vegetables that you're going to include to roast, like peppers and onions and broccoli and cauliflower and carrots, that are lower in carbohydrate and a really great source of nutrients. And then you've got some of those vegetables that are higher in carbohydrates, like potatoes and sweet potatoes, that are also really good for you and a great source of good nutrients and fiber. So don't be afraid of mixing all of those up together. The only challenge is making sure that you're taking those vegetables that take a little longer to cook and giving them a little bit more time than the ones that cook really fast, so you don't end up with a bunch of burnt vegetables.
Oh, okay, interesting. I like that. So tell me the difference or maybe similarities between roasted vegetables and fresh vegetables. Is one better than the other?
That's a really great question. In general, unless you're totally cooking something to death, you're going to get all of those nutrients. And actually, some vegetables, you get a little bit better nutrient absorption when you cook it than when you're eating it raw. Oh. So it can be a great source either way.
What are some of those vegetables that are a little bit better cooked than maybe raw?
Tomatoes, actually.
Oh,
you
really?
get a little bit more of that lycopene that's heart healthy when you cook those.
Awesome. And for some of us, what is lycopene?
So lycopene is the compound that makes tomatoes red. And it's helpful in lycopene's helpful in heart health.
So let's talk a little bit about how to prepare roasted vegetables. It's always the hardest part, right? How can we make this really easy on ourselves?
So don't overthink it. All you're doing is cutting up vegetables and sticking them on a tray with a little bit of olive oil and some seasoning. That's all there is to it. And you don't even have to use fresh vegetables. You can also use frozen vegetables. It just takes a little bit longer to cook. So don't feel like this is anything that has to be super challenging. Make it as easy on yourself as possible.
I love that. Thanks, Dr. Bowden.